going to do a recap on the Tunguska Blast event. It's, they say, they say it was a meteor. Oh, it's just absolute rubbish, really. Now, Tunguska event was a horse, a rider, and a horny lizard that got in through the I suppose the northern gate of our realm, of our enclosure. We're enclosed by a dome of ice dome. And what happened at Tunguska was a horse and a rider got nuked along with this lizard over here. Here's the lizard. Or was it a horny-backed toad? Hunting the horny-backed toad. It's a horny lizard. I've identified it as a horny lizard. And, right, there's the lizard there. Oh no, it is a toad. It is the horny-backed toad. Well, I thought it when I looked at it before, but I see it now. Isn't it funny when you revisit things and think of things? There's its leg. There's its back knee, back left knee. Yeah, it's his body. That's a bit of front foreleg there, and that's his head there. So that area, I suppose, is the heart of the horny-backed toad. Beyond the yellow brick road. Thank you, Elton. Thank you for that. Now, the thing is, where's the huntsman? What have I done with it? Oh. Right, Tunguska Blast event. Now, here's the horse. Right, that's the horse's head, neck, left foreleg, right foreleg, okay, back leg and back leg. Here's the rider. He's bent over backwards. That's his head. His or her. That's his foot. And you see all the blood. So much blood. So much blood. Really, so much blood. The whole thing, right? That horse and that rider they nuked them. They tell you how much when you look on Wikipedia. It tells you how big the toad is. They tell you how much TNT they used. Now let's measure. Right, that's why I've come here, is to measure the I've forgotten how to do it now. It's to measure the horse. Close animated clouds. What's that? Updated imagery. Oh, I know what I should do. I should do time lapse. That's going to be interesting. Time lapse mode temporarily disables 3B. Well, there's no buildings there. Now you can see the horse and the rider. Wow! Look at that. You can really see it there, can't you? What about the horny-backed toad? Or lizard? Jury's not out yet. It's crazy that, isn't it? So they blew them up so that they nuked them, and they nuked them to a point where they killed everybody who was in eyesight, so that everyone was evaporated. Whether they used dews or not, I don't know. Probably did, I don't know. Will we ever know? I've come here to measure, haven't I? Let's take the time lapse off. Good lines. Don't need that. No. Oh, maybe if I press this. No, that's 5,000 meters. Oh, look, that's 5 kilometers. Now, I just said to a friend of mine, I bet the horse is 3, maybe 4 or 5 kilometers from its chest to its rump, which it is. The horse is 5 kilometers from chest to rump, which means, oh, something there. Oh, that's strange. Oh, I see. It's as you come in and out, it adjusts. Yeah, so you used to be able to put a pinpoint. Ah! Yes. Measure. Right, from there to about there. 3.219 kilometers from its chest to its rump. 3 point. Right, can't see what I'm doing. Let's undo that one. Select a starting point. Right. That's his chest there. Add point. And let's go straight across to his rump. Yeah. Roughly 3.2, 3.2 kilometers. So how tall is he? So go back. Select a starting point. Right, that's his pole. What's known as his pole, in between his eyes, ears. In between his ears. Above his eyes, in between his ears. Oops, what have I done? No, I don't want to be back where I live. Thanks very much. Let's go back that way. Silly Harris. There's the horse. Right, right. Pole to bottom of his hoof. 5 kilometers. Wow. Wow. Well, maybe, let's undo that. Maybe, let's, see, that's his tail there. That's like the beginning of his tail. There's a big chunk missing there, probably where this area here is all like probably got blown to smithereens. So let's put that there. That's add a point, and then we'll come to his chest. Yeah, 3.4. So it's 5 kilometers tall and 3.5 kilometers long. Crazy. So how tall's the person? Alright. What we'll do is we'll go from his foot and head area to his stomach. Then we just got to double it, haven't we? 2, 3. So he's nearly 5 kilometers tall. He's like 4.5 kilometers tall, which is about right. When you imagine someone walking a horse around, that's the correct sizing, isn't it? But what about this thing? Well, could be a dragon, could be a lizard, could be a toad. But I remember when I looked at it before, it seemed to me to be like a lizard. But that back leg, that's starting to look like a toad. Would Elton John know about that? I don't know. Would he? Probably. They all know more than they let on, don't they? Anyway, there you go. That's my updated Tunguska video with the sizes incorporated. The horse is over 5 kilometers tall, and the man or woman is 4.5 kilometers tall. So, yeah. Oh, excuse me. The toad is 5 kilometers. It's a dragon. I don't know. George and the Dragon are at Canterbury. See that on my Christmas 24 video. I found St George and a dragon. So he's riding a horse in Canterbury. Well, Canterbury. It's a cantering horse. So it's where the horse is buried. In fact, all the places in England that end with bury things are buried there. Giants generally. That's it. Go back. Now, the last thing I'm going to say is that given this event was seen, it was seen from the United Kingdom, it was seen from the British Isles. They saw the explosion from there. So you know how big that was. Either the direct energy weapon or the TNT or the whatever they used. It says that the explosion was equivalent to such and such amount of TNT when you look it up on Wikipedia. But obviously we know that's all a lie. And yeah, I think Hiroshima was a giant monkey like King Kong, and they had to nuke that and make sure that everybody that was there was nuked as well. Well, I don't think it was. I don't think they nuked them. I think they used some kind of advanced weaponry and like evaporated everybody, because blow me down with a feather, Heather. Didn't 4 Jesuit monks who lived in the church in the middle, and the church wasn't touched and the monks were all right? Maybe they painted the roof blue. What do you think? I reckon they painted the roof blue and it was a Jew, same as Maui. That's what I think, anyway. And Let's have a look. Hiroshima. Right, so Hiroshima, I think, was a monkey. And I think Nagasaki, Naga, meaning snake or lizard. I think Nagasaki. I think Hiroshima was a monkey. I've never gone looking for this before. And I think Nagasaki was a lizard or snake. Well, I think it's what they show us. I think it's Godzilla. Godzilla and King Kong were for real. And there's another film, and it's called the, not the Crane, I can't think at the moment. 1950s film. It's about an enormous, great big bird. I've forgotten the name of it. And anyway, it's about this giant bird. Looks like a giant monkey or a giant lizard that got into this realm. I'm going to study this a bit more. That actually could be see, and then when they rebuilt, they used the creature's body. They always use bodies to rebuild things in any case, you know. So you should be able to see the creature's outline of whatever it is. But that's what they do. They do that. They nuke places. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Nagasaki. I wonder what Nagasaki means in Japanese. But the Nagas. And you've got the Kebra Nagast. Cobra Nagast. Maybe I'm looking too small. Maybe they're bigger than I think. Well, I'm thinking that actually, I could be right, that this area looks a little bit like a what's he called? King Kong and... I just made a film about him, haven't they? Could that be his tail? His tail with a... I think that's his tail. We're looking at, is that the tail? Godzilla. Is this the head end of Godzilla? And this, like, the leg, foot, hand, whatever it's got, claw. Don't forget, when they nuked it, it would have melted and burned and, you know. So, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, wow. No, it's that actually... The whole thing looks like a head, doesn't it? Like, imagine that's the eye and that's the mouth. Let's take the writing off. is the whole thing some kind of sea snake, sea creature? I always thought that this area looked like vertebrae. I don't know. Look, that could still be part of it there, and even this could be the tail. I know that that's a terrapin's foot. That's the foot of the terrapin. Because the Mariana Trench is here. And that's the deepest part of the ocean. Because this is that's the terrapin's head there. His eye is here. That's his eye. And his sort of mouthy, beaky thing is here. And that's his, right, as his shell. Oops. Ooh. That's his foot. Foot flipper. This is the end of the beak there. So his eye would be about here. Back to Nagasaki. Dunno. Anyway, I'll leave it to you to think about. But that's what I think. And I'm like pretty certain that they've been doing this a long time. They've been nuking us, and you know, these direct energy weapons. Now, people talking about the mud floods and everything like that. Well, you can cause that kind of thing also with those direct energy weapons. I don't think there's ever been a total worldwide cataclysm. Rather, over the space of a certain amount of years, there's been resets, and they've just gone along in sections and reset it. But yeah, everything they do is heinous, isn't it? Really. I always think that looks like a lion cub, don't you? And then other people think that Africa looks like a skull, like that's the eye, nose, mouth. I think it's, well, I know it's the image of an elephant, and its tusk would come out here, and its tusk corresponds to the area where the diamonds come from. I think diamonds are compressed tusk, because it's the same thing in India. With the Indian elephant, that's the Indian elephant, his mouth, his nose, his trunk rather, eye. And where his tusk would be is where the Koh-i-Noor was found. So, it's just lots and lots of creatures, and that on top of other creatures. That's a mosquito. That's a squid. This is eyeball. Squid's eyeball there. Sphere is not far from there, actually, in Austria. That's a squid. This is a sea mollusk. And this is an octopus. Greece is an octopus. I've done all this. The last thing I'm going to say is that this entire plane, flat plane, which they've glued onto a globe to make us think we can't escape, but we can. You can walk out of here, but you're going to walk into the land of the giants. Okay, last thing I'm going to say is the entire land mass is one big woman, and there's one of her babies. Baby face, you got the cutest little baby Australia face. And then baby Europe is inside her belly. The salt giant of the Mediterranean is the wall of her amniotic sac. And there's her baby's face. Baby face. Eye, nose, mouth. You got the cutest little baby face. So that's inside her belly. The Mediterranean is her womb. Stomach, Black Sea, and like over here, what's that one called? It's the Black Sea and the what's this one called? Why isn't it telling me what it's called? Black Sea's the stomach. That's the pancreas, which is in the Caucasus, and the Caucasus is where kefir comes from, and kefir is Mother Earth's gut bioflora. What is this one called? What is this sea called? Caspian. That's also part of the digestive tract. And then the Nile is her urethra, and the Red Sea, these are her lumens, L-U-N-E-N-S, her lumens, and the Red Sea is her lady garden, internal lady garden area, and there's a muscle, for expressing you know, whatever. I think that Djibouti is actually where the piddle comes out of, but then she's twisted round, you see, and actually the opening is here in China. I call it her vagina, and the baby, Australia, slipped down this way. See, fell out of her womb, and then there he is again. He's sticking his tongue out there, and that's his nose, that's his eye. Oh, his heart is Uluru, but it's only a tiny little bit. See, that's his hand, that's his feet. It's only a tiny, and his bumholes here. It's a tiny, weeny little bit of heart poking up out over the earth. It's just a little tiny bit that's poking up. Heart is massive underneath that, massive. Okay, so where's Mummy's face? It's South America. I'm going to show you her face. Okay, right, this is the face of Mother Earth, the corpse that I found, that Jesus said that I would find. If you look up the Nag Hammadi, Book of Thomas, let's clean this. The Nag Hammadi, Book of Thomas, it says that somebody will find that the earth is a corpse. Well, here she is her face. This is her skin face, because don't forget she drowned. That's her eye there, okay? That's actually her eyeball, it's there. I think it's Sao Paulo or somewhere. Is it Sao Paulo? No, it's Curitiba. What's at Sao Paulo? Is it her nose? No, yeah. It's the bridge of her nose. It's the bridge of her nose. You know, when you're wearing a pair of sunglasses, that's where you lean them. All right. This is her mouth opening here, because it's twisted round a little bit because it's the skin. This is just skin. Okay, it's just skin. Remember that, because her skull is here. This is her skull. So yeah, saying 56, going back to the Nag Hammadi, saying 56 of Jesus. Go look it up. The Gospel of Thomas, saying 56 of Jesus. The Leighton translation, L-A-Y-T-O-N, of the Coptic text says a person will, it says a person, it doesn't say he, she, it or him. It says a person will discover that the world is a corpse. And I have. But it, see, they give it all different, they in their minds, they've made up what they think it actually means. But they don't know what it means. This is what it means. It means the world is a corpse. The world is a corpse. The entire world is a corpse, right? And this is her skull, right? Lake Titicaca here is her ear. These are her top teeth. See her top teeth? I love that I can do that now. Right, remembering that's her skin face, eye, nose, mouth. This is her skull face, eye, nose, mouth. But these are her top teeth, and her bottom teeth are, well, her jaw fell off, and these are her bottom teeth here. Okay, there, and these are her back teeth. Dominican Republic. This is her neck, and then the blue hole. I think the blue hole is part of her esophagus. Coming down, Utah is her heart. Right, this is her heart. Okay, and there's a place called Fantasy Canyon. The Fantasy Canyon is, I'll tell you exactly what Fantasy Canyon is. It is, we've all got tiny little cartilage bones in the bottom of our heart, and that's what Fantasy Canyon is. And then either side you've got her lungs, you see. These are all her lungs. That's all lung. This is all lung. That's what that is. That's lungs. Yeah. Now, we're getting to something interesting here, because there's something biting her heart. Okay. Right, this is her heart here in Utah, but there's something with a forked tongue. This is part of the forked tongue here. That's biting her heart. Now, if I turn it round, I'll show you what that something is biting her heart. It's the whole of Idaho, and it's a snake. Okay, one eye, two eyes. And this is Snake River running around here. Is that a bit of a giveaway? Okay. And here's the forked tongue. Okay. And then you've got Craters of the Moon. And Craters of the Moon, if you look that up on Google, is venom. I think it's here. It's black because it's venom. The same thing as they find on Chul Island, which is on what J Lee, shout out for J Lee 2.07. I don't know what she's on now. They keep banning her and she has to keep opening a new TikTok account. But she says it's a Leviathan. It's a giant snake. But you see, Chul Island is on a tooth. Now this is the same stuff. It's the same stuff that they have it from Chul Island, which is why they fought the Falklands War, over black goo. And that's what that is, dried up black goo. Just double check, I'm pretty sure I'm right that that's what that is. It's, we want craters of the moon, Idaho. Yeah, there you go. I didn't even know it was in it. There you go, told you. Alright, I was there. But it's this black. This black is venom. And that's what they extract from Chul Island. This is what they've been injecting people with. It's snake venom. And they grow potatoes on this big snake head. Eye, nostril. Snake river mouth. Venom. Proboscis. What's this proboscis? Snake forked tongue, look. That's what they all speak with. They all speak with forked tongue, don't they? And it's biting into Mother Gaia's heart, which is probably what, is it bite or B-Y-T-E? Okay, so there's her head, and this is the top half of her body. Now, the lakes, okay, these are the lakes, all right, which is Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie and Superior. What are they? Lactates. Lac meaning milk. Lactates, lakes. They are her breast glands. And she's got another snake interfering with her breast glands. This is a pointy head snake, which is Florida. That's his eye. That's his mouth. That's one of his, that's nostril. That's a pointy headed snake. And they live in trees, and they wind themselves up in circles, and that's what that is. It's a wound up pointy head snake. See it curled around? It's curled around her breast. So she's got a snake biting her heart, a snake on her breasts, and she's got a snake on her head. Because here's the snake on her head, and Chul Island is here. Because it's under the sea, you can't see now. Let me see. Chul Island, G-H-U-L-E. Back. Chul Island and the Sandwich Islands. That's funny, Sandwich. And here we have some more venom again. Back to venom. Same as Craters of the Moon. Black. Well, there's black. It's black. Black goo. Venom. It's the venomous tooth of this huge snake. How wide's this snake's head? Let's do eye to eye, shall we? So this eye, measure to this eye. The middle of that eye is 8 meters. Is that 740 kilometers? Wow. Okay. Let's do the Idaho. Oops. No. No. Let's do the Idaho snake. eye to eye. Eye to eye. That's the middle of his left eye. Measure to the middle of his right eye. What did we say? 7th. That's 325 kilometres. That snake's half the size. And then what about the Florida pointy head snake? Eye to eye. That's the middle of his. That's the middle of his left eye to the middle of his right eye. 140 kilometres. It's half the size again, isn't it? Less than half. But yeah, it's got a skinny head. I have found more snakes, but I think I'm going to stop there because I'm getting tired. My hand hurts. Right. Oops. Stop that. Right, so you know where her head is? There. That's her head, neck, main top body, Greenland, most likely liver. All these, it's all body parts. It's all body parts. And that's her insides. And then Africa's her legs. But if you look, I'm going to come away from Google Earth and show you that. What's the best way to do this? Alright, I'm going to I'll go to my page, I think, on Facebook. Was I on Facebook? So, Telebat. Where's Facebook? There. Alright, I'm going to